There's no doubt that GoHighLevel is an awesome platform, but there are a few things you should know before you sign up to it. So whether you're ready to give your credit card details over or you're still on the fence, watch this video because I'm going to go through those things one by one. Before that, let me introduce myself. Hi, hello, my name's Jay and I explore platforms like GoHighLevel in depth so you don't have to. My job is to help you choose, use and master the right platform for your business. If you're new here or if you've watched my videos before, please do consider subscribing, and if you like this video in particular, please do give it a thumbs up. Your support means the world to me and it tells me which types of videos I should be making more of. Now with that said, let's get into it. GoHighLevel is a shiny new platform with over 300 shiny features, and it is certainly making waves in the industry. And it doesn't help that there are people out there claiming that you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, all within a couple of months of signing up to the platform. And while that might be the case for a select few, it's certainly not going to be the case for everybody. So what I want to do is make sure you sign up to the platform with your eyes wide open and with realistic expectations of what you can achieve from it. I also want to address common concerns that people have about GoHighLevel. So without further ado, here are 10 things that you need to know before you sign up to the platform. And if by chance you do decide that is something you want to do, check the link in the description below because we have an extended 30-day free trial for the GoHighLevel Pro plan. Now, the first thing I want to cover is a common concern, and that is the narrative that GoHighLevel is a multi-level marketing scheme or a pyramid scheme, and that just isn't the case. But that myth hasn't come from nowhere. GoHighLevel doesn't rely on traditional marketing, paid social media ads, so on and so forth. What it does rely on is a network of affiliate marketers. And full disclosure, SupplyGem is an affiliate of GoHighLevel. So what that means is we get a commission anytime anyone signs up to the platform using our link, the one I pointed out just a second ago. It's normal practice. Everybody does it. Even Amazon has an army of affiliates. So there's nothing unusual there. But I think the GoHighLevel affiliate scheme is often mixed up with the platform itself. And that leads to some people thinking that it's a scam or a pyramid scheme. I just want to reassure you that that isn't the case. Whether you sign up directly with GoHighLevel or you use an affiliate link, you're getting the same product, the same features, same everything, and for the same price. It doesn't cost you more if you use an affiliate link. The only thing that happens is that the affiliate will get a commission based off of your sale. That's it. It's definitely not a scam. And that leads me quite nicely to the second thing you need to know about GoHighLevel before you buy it. I think what feeds into the perception that GoHighLevel might be a scam are all these wild claims that you can suddenly make 10k a month. I mentioned this at the start of the video, and I think it's really, really important because there are so many people out there just saying, just sign up to GoHighLevel and you will make 10k a month. No, you won't. You won't. Unless you already have clients or you already have an established business and you're moving it over to GoHighLevel. Generally, it's going to take you a lot more work than that to get to that 10k mark. I'm not saying it's impossible, and you certainly can make 10k a month using the platform, but it's going to take you a lot longer than you first anticipate. Let's be real here. GoHighLevel is a tool. It is a tool that you have to learn to use and use properly. You don't just pick up woodworking tools and expect to be a master carpenter in a couple of weeks. Same with this. You can't just pick this up and expect to be a master of it within a matter of moments. That's just not going to be the case. You need to go in with the expectation that you have to put the time in to learn this platform properly so it works for your needs. So what I'm saying really is don't be a sucker. Don't get sucked into these wild claims that you're going to be making 10k within a month of signing up to the platform, or that it's going to be really easy, because both of those things simply aren't true. Now, the third thing you need to know about GoHighLevel is that it has 3 plans. You have the starter plan here, $97 a month, the unlimited plan, which is $297 a month, and then this plan, the Agency Pro plan, which is $497 a month. Now, full disclosure, all of the affiliate links are for the Agency Pro account. So that means you can try every single feature, including its white label capabilities, for 30 days. But if you are a beginner, you do not need this plan. You do not need to be paying $497 a month for features that you do not need. If you're starting out, the most you're going to need is the starter plan. That gives you a sub-account for your business and 2 other sub-accounts for clients. And then when you start taking on more clients, you can upgrade to the unlimited plan. You only need the pro plan if you plan to sell the high level platform as a software as a service product. So that's white labeled. And you're only going to be able to do that once you know the platform inside out. Don't stick with a plan that you don't need or you can't afford. Once the free trial is ending, you can drop down to the starter plan and pay the much lower rate. And by the way, all of the features, except for the sub-accounts, are unlimited on the starter plan, same as the unlimited plan. So you still get access to everything and you can use it as much as you like. Just you're paying $97 a month instead of $497 a month. So that leads me on quite nicely to the 4th thing you need to know about high level, and that is that there are additional costs involved. So you don't just pay your subscription fee. Once you start setting up certain features on the platform, you will find that they cost extra, most chiefly email, phone and SMS. But here's a list of everything else that costs extra. So you've got WhatsApp, you've got the AI agents and certain other features as well. Now, if you're using high level for your own business, obviously you're going to have to take those costs on board. But if you are using it for clients, then you can factor it into the cost of your services. And just so you do know, if you upgrade to the unlimited or the pro plans, you can rebill those services back to the client. But it's just so you know that it's not just $97 a month, it does cost extra if you want to use these features. Now, the 5th thing you need to know about high level is that it's a very distracting platform. Now, what I mean by this is that when you first sign up, you may have a very clear goal in mind of what you want to do and the types of services that you want to offer to clients. But once you start learning all of its capabilities and what it can do, it's very easy to become distracted and pulled away from your original focus. So you may go in thinking, right, I'm going to run reputation management for clients. But then you realize, oh, I can create unlimited websites. I'm going to do that as well. So then you start maybe creating funnels, and then it distracts you from what your original goal was, and you never actually end up doing that properly. Now, my advice is to sign up to the platform and stick rigidly to your original focus. Don't get distracted by all the shiny features on the platform. Only learn the ones that contribute precisely towards your goal. Once you learn those inside out and you're really comfortable with them, then you can start learning new ones and adding on new services to what you offer your clients. Don't try and learn everything at once. You'll just get frustrated and you'll probably end up giving up. Worse still, you may just not learn them properly, and then you're going to be offering a substandard level of service to your clients, and that is definitely something that you don't want. Now, the 6th thing you need to know before you sign up is that you can't just go into it thinking you can wing it. Yes, some features you can figure out fairly easily, but if you want to get the most out of the platform and ensure that everything works together properly, you're going to have to take the time to learn it. I've said this already. So that means taking advantage of the resources that are available to you. Now, there is the high-level support portal. There's lots of articles on there. Look through them. Some of them are a bit out of date, so if you're not too sure, check out the High Level YouTube channel because they often have a lot of tutorials on there and they release those fairly regularly. Then you've got the High Level University. There's lots of courses you can take here. They're all free once you sign up to the platform. I recommend the 5-day challenge and the Quick Wins playbook. Those are the ones you need to get started. And then if we jump on the platform here, once you sign up, you do get offered a free onboarding Zoom call. So that's with a high-level expert. They'll go through with you and show you exactly what you need to do to set up the platform according to your needs. So yeah, definitely don't try to wing it. And don't go into the platform blind. Try and consume as many resources as possible to help you get a foot onto the ladder and start learning the platform the way it should be learned. And another tip is to find creators out there on YouTube that are using the platform for the same purposes that you want to use it for. Check and see if they've got tutorials. It's likely they do. And then you can start learning from people who already know how to do it properly. Number 7. If you plan to take on clients, then you are definitely going to have a strategy in place on how you intend to find them before you sign up to the platform. Because high level, it's not going to do that for you. Now remember, it's a tool, so it's going to help you communicate with potential clients and even help you identify them. It's got a prospecting feature here where you can look at potential local clients that might be a good fit for what you offer. However, it's down to you to provide the messaging or approach them. Remember, when you sign up for the platform, you're going to start paying for it after your free trial, of course. So what you don't want to do is spend 6 months tearing your hair out trying to find clients or because you didn't have a strategy in place before you signed up. So make sure you do that beforehand, because you're going to kick off on the right foot and you're going to find your first clients much faster than without having a plan in place. Think about it this way: you wouldn't set up any other type of business without actually having a business plan in place first. So why would it be any different for a business that you run with High Level? You need to get your strategies on point, and the better they are, the more quickly you're going to get going with this platform. So definitely do that if you haven't done it already. Number 8. Now, not everybody knows that you don't have to start High Level from scratch. You can use something called Account Snapshots, which are going to help you get off the ground a whole lot faster. What are they? Well, they're essentially pre-built sub-accounts, and they come with all the assets and elements that you would need to run common campaigns within certain business niches. Now, High Level provides a bunch of these snapshots for free, so you can take a look at them once you've signed up to the platform. So all you do is just click into them and it will tell you what it includes. So here we go, look, we've got a website and sales funnel template, custom automation, sales pipeline template, and so on. And all you do is you plug this into the sub account and it will load up all of these assets so they're ready to go. Now, of course, you're going to have to customize them a bit to match your needs specifically, but it really does save you from starting from scratch. And it's a great way to get used to the platform if you're not used to the features and how they work. Just load up a snapshot and see how everything is put together. Now, if you can't find a snapshot on High Level that matches your needs, then there are a bunch of third-party companies out there, or people on Upwork, Fiverr, or even the High Level Facebook group that will build out a custom snapshot specifically for your needs. So if you don't find what you're looking for here, then that's definitely something worth looking at. And as a side note, once you get used to all the features on the platform, you know how they work, you can build out snapshots yourself and sell them. So it's a great way to earn a bit of extra revenue. Okay, so number 9 is that just because you've learned the platform, it doesn't mean you have to stop learning. And that's because High Level is always introducing new features and always updating existing ones. That means you have to learn the things when they appear on the platform. So it's always evolving, and that means you have to as well. Now, from my perspective, I think that's an incredible thing, because it means that the developers are always listening to its users. It has an active roadmap of all the things that users have suggested, and then they put them into action if they think it's worthwhile. And look just here on the YouTube channel, you've got feature update, feature update, feature update, feature update. You know, every day there's several new updates. So if you like a platform that is constantly evolving, then great. But if you prefer consistency and you like things to stay in the same place, then you might get frustrated with High Level. And just to check here, like, they have started telling you now when they make new updates. For example, I'm in the calendar app here. It tells me here what they've done. And then sometimes little bubbles will pop up on the screen and it'll tell you if something's changed. But, you know, it is always changing, and you do have to keep on top of that so you know what you're doing with the platform and its features. And finally, the 10th thing you need to know before you sign up to High Level is based around support. Now, there are lots of ways to get in touch with High Level. You can call them, you can message them, or you can join a Zoom call. Now, I think the Zoom calls are most helpful, but they're not always available on live chat. So that could be a problem if you don't live in the US. And also, if you do have quite a complex issue, they can take a long time to sort it out. And if you are contacting them via SMS, they can be really painfully slow. So that is something to bear in mind if a high level of support is really important to you. You can upgrade to priority support, but it costs an absolute bomb. So I don't recommend doing that. But I do want to point out one thing. If you go onto the High Level community on Facebook, it's super active. There's over 100,000 members. And so if you do have a question, you can just ask it on here and somebody will generally get back to you fairly quickly. So I always reach out here first if I need help. And then if they can't help, then I go here, unless it's a technical issue like a platform bug or something like that. So there you have it. That concludes 10 things you need to know before you sign up to High Level. Now, I suppose the main takeaways are that you need to have a solid business plan and strategy in place before you start using it. Make use of all the resources to help you learn the platform and stick to your goals. That way you'll get off the ground a lot faster than if you just tried to wing it. And also be prepared that it's probably going to cost you more than the actual subscription price. So that's all for this video. If you do have any questions about it, please drop them in the comments box below. I am always happy to answer them. And don't forget, that's also where you'll find the link to sign up for an extended 30-day free trial for the Pro plan. But don't forget, you can downgrade it if it's too much for your needs. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.